He was not just an officer, he was a guardian of our community, a beacon of hope, and a symbol of strength.
My heart just goes out to the Ritter family. I know that they have our support.
Just not enough respect for them and what they do, but I wanted to stand here just in solitary, just being with everybody.
Someone said to me, there was the right way, the wrong way, and the Ritter way. And the Ritter way was always the best solution.
A service fitting a fallen hero as law enforcement, officers, family, friends, and community members gathered to honor Cleveland police officer Jamieson Ritter, who was killed in the line of duty last week. On this Monday, the entire city seemed to stop to remember the life of the 27-year-old officer.
Yeah, people lining the streets to pay their respects, from the funeral home to the 3rd District Police Headquarters where he worked, all the way to the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist, and we have team coverage for you tonight.
Matt Rescone and Lindsey Buckingham spoke with community members who lined the procession route. But we begin with Annabelle Childers outside the cathedral with details on the service itself.
He chose to protect people who were not from his hometown, and he sacrificed his life for people he didn't even know.
It's hard to know what to say or how to grapple with the unimaginable loss.
He was our hero.
But this morning, loved ones of fallen officer Jamieson Ritter tried their best to remember and honor him, to find words to explain the impact of 27 years of abundant, inspiring, joyful life.
Jamieson never came to work in a bad mood. His presence alone changed the entire dynamic of the roll call room.
He was the person you want to see when the world was coming down around you. He was the person you wanted by your side, not just for his competence, but for his infectious spirit, his laugh, and his genuine camaraderie.
Packed into pews, an overflowing crowd heard stories from Ritter's training, his service in the Ohio Army National Guard, and his diligent work on the streets of Cleveland. Stories of Ritter buying birthday cakes for kids in the community, stopping by cookouts, and getting to know the citizens where he served, but also those of his profound bravery in the face of terrifying situations.
Someone said to me, there was the right way, the wrong way, and the Ritter way. And the Ritter way was always the best solution.
Ritter's partner, Brittany Vigiusi, sharing moments from their 4 years on the force together.
Ritter was absolutely fearless, to the point where sometimes, even though I thought he was insane, I loved being along for the ride.
And this morning, also making a plea that the community never forget her partner.
Today we promise to never forget Cleveland Patrol Officer Jamieson Ritter, badge number 1176, appointed November 30th, 2020. End of watch, July 4th, 2024.
Cleveland police did want to emphasize that the service this morning was not a funeral, it was a memorial. The funeral service will take place in upstate New York. Christy, that's where Officer Ritter was born and where he grew up.
And I know his family was in Cleveland, and I hope that they are feeling all of those good wishes and the love that everybody is sending to them. Annabelle, thank you so much.
Outside the service, our Lydia Esparra caught up with Chief Annie Todd, who talked about how difficult the situation has been for her department and for her personally as a parent.
My daughter's just a couple years older than him, so I couldn't even imagine, as his mom, I look at her and, as a mom, as a grandma, and I couldn't even imagine. There's nothing I can do or say for her except tell her, that I will always be here for her.